He turned to calm the dog, and as he turned, a clawed beast slashed him. It ripped a massive half-foot slash on the outside of his arm.
Dogman, the canine cryptid we've all come to know and fear. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Brookster Watches. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 7 Dogman sightings from Pennsylvania. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I do upload these videos very often. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a walk into the forest. Okay, Wolfpack, this first one is on TikTok and it's by the Twilight Emporium. So let's go ahead and give it a watch.
Are there werewolves in Pennsylvania? Well, according to the journal, The Gate to Strange Phenomena, it's certainly a possibility. They write that in November 2011, a young couple was driving late at night on Mud Creek Road in Radford County when they encountered what appeared to be a naked person moving along the shoulder of the road. Fearing the person might be injured, they turned their car to aim their headlights that direction. But what they saw wasn't human, at least not in that moment. They describe a creature with long forelimbs that ended in sharp claws. Its back legs were long and thin like that of a man. It had the head of a wolf and large pointy ears like that of a bat. Its skin was wrinkly and black, and the couple reported that it stood almost 6 feet tall. When the creature realized it had been seen, it panicked and dashed over a 7-foot embankment, and the couple reported that as it ran into the woods, it appeared to grow long, thick, dark fur, as if it were in the middle of some kind of a transformation. Did this couple witness a werewolf in the middle of transition? Or could there be something else that might explain werewolf sightings in the region? Are there werewolves?
Well, if it was transforming, I guess it was a werewolf. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, so this one right here is from AlliedNews.com, okay, and it's about the legend of the dog boy. Now, this takes place, I think, in Mercer, Jefferson Township, like around that Jefferson Township area of Pennsylvania. And it said it happens nearly 60 years ago, but Margie Little still remembers that evening when she is certain she was chased by the dog boy. And there's a picture of him. It says this sketch is provided to Seach's team of what Dogman, sometimes called Dog Boy, may look like, according to sightings in Hermitage in the early 1990s. Yeah. Oof, I would not like to run into that bad boy right there. No, thank you. The ears are very long. That's very, very crazy. She said, it was coming at me and it was on all fours. Okay, so this is the story right here. It says, on that particular night, Little, her mother Mary, and a group of neighborhood children were out for a walk. It was early fall, between 7:30 and 8 p.m. We came upon the house and my mom said, I think this is where the dog boy lives. And they were actually referring to the dog boy, the creature that had become the local legend there. Mainly because of the horrific howls that they would hear at night. And her mother pointed out the small milk house at the edge of the property of the working farm. Little couldn't recall ever knowing who lived there, and they were about 3 miles from the little home on Ballpark Road at that point. Their group walked faster and crossed the road, away from the farm. Next, we heard a howl and a screech. My mother turned and she said, "Run." Little was at the back of the group, and the creature managed to grab her left hand. Though it was dark outside, she remembers it had a lot of hair and stood up on its hind legs as she briefly struggled to break its hold. It was absolutely terrifying for me, said Little. Her mother grabbed her right hand and was able to yank her free, dragging her away. Little noticed the creature go back into the milk house as she ran off with her mother to catch up with the other kids. Little escaped unhurt and kept thinking about how the creature was most likely Dog Boy. One of its front arms appeared deformed, and it had black or dark brown fur or hair. And while standing on all fours, it reached her hip. Its growl had ended with a high-pitched like scream, she said. She later learned none of the kids saw anything, but she has come to discover that there are others out there who have had similar encounters, which is a comfort to her. All those feelings come back, Little said, of sharing her story with Seach. She doesn't know if the creature is still around or if it would have been able to reproduce. I never gave it any thought that it would grow up, she said, laughing, but I get the feeling something is out there. Man, that is crazy. So it says Dog Boy is also referred to as the Dog Man in some of Seach's research. And it includes sightings in the early 1990s in Hermitage in the areas of Elmo Street, Salina Boulevard, and French Street Extension. Seach notes that the sketch provided from those reports differ from Little's sketch. So we never seen Little's sketch, but this is what they gave us. So, man, like I said, I would not want to run into that thing. What do you guys think of Margie's story? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, Wolfpack. So this one right here is actually on YouTube by the Adventure Guide. And it's called Mystery Beast Attack of Pennsylvania, Travel and Adventure, Major Dogman and Bigfoot Hotspot. So let's go ahead and give this a watch, and make sure you go down to the description box below. The link is down there. They're all in order, and you go give these YouTubers a like for me, okay? And also on TikTok as well if you have TikTok. Thanks, guys. Also, hey, like this video as well while you're at it. Thanks, guys.
And how about this tonight? A mystery attack.
And Susan, the Uniontown, Fayette County area has been known to have several Bigfoot sightings.
But something attacked Adam Cravener in a bad way, and it happened behind that camper late last night.
It's in Fayette County, outside of Uniontown, and this area has had a lot of sightings, a lot of activity over the years reported. And we kind of call it our Area 51, if you will.
Whatever it was, it left Cravener bloodied, and the bat too.
Mom, it got me! Mom, it got me!
Injury forced Cravener to spend the night in the hospital.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Adventure Guide. And today we're covering another mystery beast attack that took place in the Union Township of Pennsylvania. It happened in the north side in this general location, and that's the best I can give you, but that should be enough for you to travel out there and go on an adventure of your own. After all, this is a travel and an adventure channel. But
Right?
enough of all that.
There you go.
Let's get into the story. On April 5th, 2011, Adam Cravener was visiting his girlfriend's mother, Wanda Knopfsnyder, at her RV in the North Union Township of Pennsylvania. His visit lingered into the night, but was interrupted by the family's German Shepherd going ballistic outside.
Noises emerged from the camper behind Wanda Knopfsnyder's house, so her daughter's boyfriend, Adam Cravener, tells Channel 4 Action News he investigated with a baseball bat.
He opened the door and ventured out into the dark yard, barely visible by starlight. There was nothing there, but the dog was barking towards the back of the trailer. With the bat cocked, ready to send an intruder to the afterlife, Adam cautiously made his way to the corner of the trailer. Unfortunately, a wall of brambles barricaded the backside of the trailer. The good news was it protected Adam from any attack. He was able to stand there for a while and view the backside in safety. There was simply nothing there. However, the dog was getting more aggressive and angry. Once Adam was satisfied there was nothing there, he turned to calm the dog, and as he turned, a clawed beast slashed him. It ripped a massive half-foot slash on the outside of his arm, from the elbow down.
Oh my.
Adam dropped the bat from the surprise attack. As he turned, he still could not see the attacker. He rushed toward the dog for protection while screaming in terror, "Mom, it got me! Mom, it got me!"
And he goes, "Mom, it got me! Mom, it got me!" He come out and
He didn't say it was a bear, though, did he?
he didn't say what it was. He just said, "It got me! It got me!"
Okay.
Wanda rushed to the door and saw nothing but Adam losing blood profusely from his arm. They put the dog inside the trailer and made an emergency drive to the hospital. Adam was in horrid pain, but managed to tell the authorities he was sure it was a bear from the height of the attack and angle. It took 294 stitches, almost 300, to close the trench in his arm made by the claw.
He received 294 stitches to close a 6-inch gash on his left forearm.
Experts knew if it was a claw-inflicted wound, it had to have been from one heck of a powerful beast.
Okay, Wolfpack, so this is actually from the same video from the adventure guide I just shared. And this is just another story of a dog man, like a real short snippet of one that he also put into this video. So yeah, please go give him a like, okay?
All I got in response was that there were, quote, dog people and Bigfoot in the area, and everyone knows it. So here are a few accounts of cryptids in the area. I have no way to verify if any of these accounts are true. I am just here to report and give you the details so you can travel out there to these locations and have an adventure by touring them or investigating them.
And be very careful when you do.
In the early morning on a day in November of 1987, a hunter was sitting in a tree stand and heard the forest rustling. Preparing to bag a deer, he readied himself, but it was no deer. He said, quote, I then saw this wolf-like thing running on its hind legs. It stopped for a moment, sniffed the air, and then ran off.
Oh, hell no.
The hunter sat in his deer stand in terror till the sun was brightly shining, and then made a mad dash for his truck. The event was so horrifying that the hunter has never hunted in the woods again.
Dang. Okay, Wolfpack. So this one is by the Wandering Woodsman here on YouTube, and it's called Haunted Pennsylvania, Episode 20, The Werewolf of Schwaben Valley. Schwaben. I love to say that, by the way. Just whatever.
But the story then goes that one day, one of the local farmers was out at night, and he saw a big old gray wolf crossing the road, and he shot it because there was a bounty on wolves back then, and plus they were killing people's sheep. But he waited till morning to go look for the wolf because it was at night. But in the morning he got up and followed the blood trail, and it did lead to a body, but it wasn't the body of a wolf. It was the body of something else. And I think you know what I'm going to say. It was the body of the old man. He had been shot right through the heart. And sorry, there's a road down here, so probably hear some traffic in a moment here. I'm not in the remote wilderness, but yeah, he found the body of that old man. So when he saw that the night before, it was a wolf, and then in the morning it was that old man. And he looked at the man. The man had fur on his hands, and his feet, and in his ears, and a big long teeth, the story said. So yeah, so apparently that's how the story goes. Whether it's true or not, that's what the story says.
Wow.
And even after the guy was shot, the little girl, well, the 12-year-old girl claimed that the man would still come visit her, or his ghost did. And he still, even his death, he kept the wolves away from the flock of sheep she was tending.
Aw.
Yeah, so not your overly creepy, scary werewolf story, slashing out people's throats and stuff like that, or killing, terrorizing the countryside. It's more of a, I don't know what kind of werewolf story you call it. Not a vicious one, but it's a local legend in this area. I personally don't believe it's true, but it makes for a nice, local legend for people to pass around.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is in Northumberland County in the Schwaben Valley. I'll try to put the name below the Schwaben Valley.
Schwaben. Freaking awesome. I don't know, I just thought that was a good little story, like the local lore and legend, and, the guy going out at night, seeing a wolf and shooting it, and then the next day he goes out and it's actually a man covered in fur. That's really odd. I don't know. Werewolf, dog man. I would say if it transforms like that, of course it'd be a werewolf. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. This is a little short by Scary Stories NYC on YouTube. And it's called The Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Dogman. So let's go ahead and give it a watch. Make sure to go like these.
I've been living alone in a cabin in the woods outside of Harrisburg, PA for almost a year now. And I've already had 3 encounters with the Dogman. People might think I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. The first time was late at night, and I was outside chopping wood. I heard a rustling in the bushes behind me, and when I turned around, I saw the creature standing there. It was about 7 feet tall, way taller than me. It had the body sort of a man, but covered in dog fur, and that head was 100% dog. Its fur was a sandy brown, and its eyes glowed yellow in the night. I froze, not knowing what to do, and it just stared at me, then turned and walked away. The second time I saw it was a few months later. This time I was out hunting, and I heard a strange noise coming from the opposite direction of where I was going. I followed the sound, and I saw the Dogman running through the woods.
Oh, hell no. So I was just randomly on Pinterest and found this, and it would not take me to a link source, okay? Now, this to me, I can see a Dogman clear as day. I mean, of course, nothing is ever 100% not blurry, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I know everybody's like, it's so blurry, we can never find a good picture of Dogman. Well, neither can I. Okay, and I do this research. I do all this. I try to find this all. If you find a very clear picture of Dogman, please send it to me. I urge you. Okay? If I haven't shared it already. All right? That's all I'm saying. To me, that looks like a Dogman. I mean, what do y'all think? Do you think it's just pareidolia? Do you think it's a bear? Do you think it's something else? Let me know in the comments below. And if you know where this source is, like this source link, let me know, because I cannot find it anywhere. So I don't even know if it's in Pennsylvania, but I know I've never seen this picture before of a quote-unquote Dogman. So I figure I would share it with you. Well, everyone, what did you think of those 7 Dogmen from Pennsylvania? Let me know in the comments below. Also, have you got any stories of Bigfoot, Dogman, anything paranormal? Send them to me. You can email me, or you can just put it in the comments. Just want to give a shout out to the members as always. Guys, thank you so much for what you do. I really appreciate you. And if you want to become a member, it's only $2.99 a month. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and giving this video a watch. I will see you in the next. Bye!